In this video, we will study about variables in Rust programming language. So by default, variables are immutable in Rust. So by immutable, we mean if we assign a value to a variable, we cannot change it. So we cannot reassign a value to it. So for example, let's say x is a variable and we assign a value 10 to it. So when we print it using the println macro, it will print correctly 10. Now we want to change the value of x. So we assign, let's say, 20 and do further operations. So here the compiler will complain that it's an error and we cannot reassign a value to an immutable variable x. But there is a way to get rid of that, and we can make the variable mutable by using the mute keyword. So instead of defining x, we will define it as let x, and then we will add here mute. So let mute x equal to 10, and now it's fine to assign a new value to it. So let's see it in our IDE. So I have created a new project called Rust variables. So currently it's just the boilerplate load. So let's run it. So now let's add our variables. And we will print this value. And let's run it again. So we see that it prints x equal to 10. Now let's modify it. We assign 20 and let's try to print it. So you straight away see that you are getting some error, cannot assign twice to immutable variable. And when we run it also, again we get the same error. Now, and here you can see that it has automatically added I32. We will see more of it. Actually, it's not added, it's just showing in the ID. So we will see it shortly in the next video. So now let's make it mutable by adding mute keyword. And now we run the same code. So we see that now it's able to print it. So adding this mute keyword manually prevents some unintentional change to a variable. So if we are intentionally explicitly providing mute here, then it means that we want this value. We know that this value can change somewhere in the code later. So it guarantees some kind of safety. So we saw that variables are by default immutable, and we can make it mutable using the mute keyword. So see you in the next video, where we will see about the different data types in Rust.